The adrenal glands. We all know they control your fight or flight, but how does this help or hinder us in today's fast-paced environment? We're no longer being chased by tigers, but to say we don't have stress would be an understatement for most of us. Managing stress is an important thing, but not always 100% doable. The adrenal glands help the body to keep the balance so that we can feel good and be on top of our game when we need to. During the workday, during stressful driving situations, being calm in an annoying situation. But what happens when we have too high a demands on our adrenal glands? What if we work ourselves into a situation where we depend on the fight or flight body management of our adrenal glands all the time? You guessed it, we can't become fatigued. I'm Mary Howard RN with Powerline Health, bringing you another episode of Essentially Yours, where we try to come alongside you in your busy life and give you a few extra tools to help you in your day. Today we're going to talk about 3 things your adrenal glands do for your body, 3 things you can do to help your adrenal glands, and 3 outcomes you will feel as a result. Your adrenal glands sit on top of your kidneys, on each side of your kidneys. 3 things your adrenal glands do. They help you to adjust to your environment, so feeling of cold, hot, feeling hungry or sleepy. The second thing they do is they help you with recovering from exercise. And the third very important thing they do is they help you manage blood sugar, cortisol levels, which affects weight gain or loss. This third one is the one I struggled with and thought maybe you have as well, and that encouraged me to do research, to practice on myself, and to share what I have learned both from my research and from my personal experience. Here are some of the common symptoms that happen when your adrenal glands are overtaxed. Anxiety and the inability to relax, including the inability to sleep, mental fatigue as well as physical fatigue, and difficulty being able to focus even on important tasks. Inflammation with lots of soreness, inability to recover from unusual amounts of exercise, and additionally, these situations cause weight gain. Ultimately, over time, these things can lead the body to break down with disease or autoimmune disorders because we're not bringing the body back to a normal, healthy state often enough to rebuild and refresh the adrenal glands. So if you can help your adrenal glands just a little bit, they're an amazing gland and they can refurbish themselves and they can stand a lot of stress. They can handle a lot. But so the few things that I share today, if you can input a few of those into your life, you're going to start feeling better. When the adrenal glands become depleted, bad things happen in the body. So where to start? What can you do about it? What are some of the first things we can do to manage our stress? And thirdly, and additionally, how can this affect weight gain or loss? I had all these things going on, and I asked my naturopathic doctor friend, Dr. Jerry Peterman. He has a YouTube channel, Challenge Life Better, and he gave me some suggestions to try. The first one being, eat your last meal at least 3 hours before going to bed. Adding to that, I tried to be active for a while after that meal too, not just sitting on the couch after my evening meal. Just changing that made an amazing difference. I started sleeping better almost right away. Of course, removing things that continually stimulate your adrenals the last hour of the day is important as well. We actually do need to plan out enough hours of sleep, just like we plan out anything else in our life. I've found 5 hours is really not enough. 6 hours is functional for me, but 7 hours is optimal. On weekends, I might get 7.5 hours and feel really good. Some people, 8 hours of sleep is a good number, but I've found I can't stand to stay in bed that long. What is your optimal amount of sleep? I'd like to know. Put it in the comments below. The second thing that has helped my adrenals is intermittent fasting. We really don't need more than 3 meals a day. And for that matter, if you ate your last meal at 6 p.m. and by 6 a.m. that's 12 hours. So if you were to wait till any time after that, like for example 10 a.m., that's 16 hours. That is an intermittent fasting window. And that gives your body the time it needs. Snacking and eating more than 3 meals a day causes the body to have frequent insulin spikes. Those spikes cause an overproduction of the cortisol stress hormone, and also that tells our body to store fat. That is one other reason not eating 3 or 4 hours before bed works so amazing. The body has time to work through the food we ate and now has time to clean up the receptor sites in the body, repairing muscle and damaged tissue from overtaxing our body throughout the day. We also build muscle and many other body systems during that time. Getting rid of sugar and sugary drinks and drinking more water doesn't just give the body the ability to have fewer calories, it also cuts out those insulin spikes so the body doesn't need to work so hard. Not eating between meals cuts down on the stress on the body. Reducing the stress on the adrenals stops the body from storing fat. As this gets easier for you, eating caloric things 3 times a day, try moving to eating only 2 meals a day and you will feel amazing. Be aware though, those 2 meals need to be balanced with vegetables, proteins, and fats. Keep sugary things out of your diet and keep bread and pasta to a minimum and you'll feel much better. The fewer carbs you eat at a meal, the more you lean toward fat and protein as your energy source, the better you will feel. It also makes it easier moving to 2 meals a day. I don't recommend completely cutting out carbs from your diet, as fresh fruit, root crops like carrots and sweet potatoes are very good for you. The third thing you can do for your adrenals is be aware of you. Long walks, exercising often, even at the office, get up and move around at least a few minutes each hour. Meditation can mean praying. Meditation is amazing, and that can be as simple as focusing on your breathing, stopping to say a prayer, or doing some thankfulness journaling. That type of thing. Just being present in the moment, especially with family, taking those few minutes on your commute from work to home to think about how can I be a better mom or dad or sister or brother. Those things will make your day end so much better for yourself and for those around you. You can do this on your way to work as well. What needs to happen to be the best, most productive day at my work? Who do I need to be on my A game for to help the most? And then the third thing you can do is start healthy habits. Gradually replace unhealthy habits with healthy habits, and be sure to stop and tell yourself you're doing well. I hope that something I have shared with you was helpful in your day. What kind of questions do you have? There are herbs that help to support the adrenal glands as well. Would you like to learn more about them? Thank you for tuning in and thank you for your time. We appreciate your comments. Until next time, be well.